I'm going to open the special meeting of May 24th, 2018, and I ask for a motion to go into closed session. Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, in closed session.
Okay, I'd like to call to order the Township Council meeting of May 24th, 2018. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time and place of the meeting in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 by advertising a notice in the Star Gazette and the Express Times and by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the municipal building. I ask everyone to bow their heads for a moment of silence. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Beth.
Yes, Councilman Belcarra.
Here.
Councilman Leo.
Here.
Councilman Wright.
Here.
Council President Pryor.
Here.
Mayor Mangucci.
Here. Need a motion to come out of executive session?
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. We have a consent agenda, which is all we have tonight. Is there anyone who would like to speak on the consent agenda as far as pulling anything out? We're good with everything? Then we need a motion. Motion.
I'll second the motion to approve the consent agenda.
Roll call, please.
Yes, I'll roll call that. Councilman Belcarra.
Yes.
Councilman Toledo.
Yes.
Councilman Wright.
Yes.
Council President Pryor.
Yes.
Mayor Mangucci.
Yes.
We had one other item from our executive session. There's a recommendation by our attorney with regard to our...
We have recommendations from our attorney and our insurer to do certain things which were discussed in closed session. And I'll make that motion to do that. Second.
And I'll roll call.
Very specific.
Okay. Councilman Belcarra.
Yes.
Councilman Toledo.
Yes.
Councilman Wright.
Yes.
Council President Pryor.
Yes.
Mayor Mangucci.
Yes. Folks, questions, comments?
Comment. Hi.
How we doing?
All right, how are you?
Good.
My name's Pam Trent. I live at 49 Fox Pond Road in Lopatcong, and I'm here with regards to the tax issue. My episode started in 2015. I was in here, I went to pay in fact, I got a notice in the mail that told me I was delinquent with my taxes. I came down here, I brought the check, I showed them, and she corrected. 2016 it happened again. This time I got a little louder, and I believe Mayor McKay came up and I informed him that there's no reason that I keep getting told that I'm being delinquent in my taxes when I am paying my taxes. I have the canceled checks, I have everything. So, and I said, there's something wrong. 2017, the same thing happened again. I got a notice in the mail that told me I was delinquent on my taxes, and I again came back down and showed them my canceled check or my online payment, you know, and they said they were corrected. Well, I came to pay my taxes this May. And I says, what do I owe? And she says, oh, $6,000. I said, huh? She says, you have 3 back payments due. And I said, no, I paid my taxes. So I go in and I go back home and I get all my information shows that I paid them. Mm-hmm. So then the comment was made to me that, you know, we're bonded anyway, so even if you didn't pay them, we're covered. I think that's horrible, because I had the documentation to show that I have paid them. And I have been coming in here 3 years, and in the 3 years I was told, 4 years now, the 4 years I was told that, you know, I was paying other people's taxes, this and that, and, you know, I just, then I go on tonight and look online on the tax thing, and it tells me now I'm again in arrears for $4,800 or $4,018. I mean, this has been going on since 2015.
No, I understand it. And I can't talk about any personnel issues, but I mean, it has...
Mrs. Trent has been in, and our CFO, Kim Brown, has been working on her account, and I think we've made a little bit of progress. We recognized, I think your father-in-law's, Trent also, and I think some of the payments got applied incorrectly, so we're making that whole. Do I got that correct? a little
No,
bit?
no, you do not have that correct. I was told, that when I was told I was in arrears, it was like partial payments. Like my payments, I think $1,700 a quarter. I was in arrears for $600. How can that be? You know, and this has been going on.
Well,
He's not, my father-in-law's here too, and his taxes are fine. He has no problem with them.
Oh,
So I don't know where my money is going, but this has been going on since 2015. And I come in here every year faithfully, and the one year I got loud, and the mayor came up to me, and I told him, I said, there's something fishy going on. And that's 2016, 2017. And I mean, now it's exploded, and, you know, and it's again happening to me this year. Now, I look today, I was assured last week when I was in that everything was taken care of. Then tonight, somebody gives me the site to look on for Lopatcong Township taxes, and it says I'm $4,800 and something or in arrears. I have paid my taxes. I mean, this is public thing. I'm trying to sell my house.
You have all your documentation that you did.
And I have shown all my documentation.
Okay.
I have been in here many times and shown my documentation, but even the comment made to me that even if you didn't pay when I have the documentation, that's just atrocious. I understand, but you understand how.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people frustrated, and
Well, I'm very frustrated because it's been going on for 4 years.
trust me, we're doing everything we can to,
That's what I've heard for 4 years.
well, we're making changes to make sure this doesn't happen again. And as far as the individual accounts go, we've been auditing account by account. And I don't know where Mrs. Trent stands in the, you know, what's been going on. We're actually
as they
bringing on
we're
help.
we're
Yeah.
addressing them. So
Can we
can
we find out from John and Katrina
yeah, we'll
where Mrs. Trent stands, and we will call you before close of business tomorrow?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, all I want is this settled. I don't want to have to come back in August to do the same thing.
No,
Because this
you've
is
seen
a regular-
tonight in the consent agenda, we've settled a number of accounts, and we've got more in the hopper. I want to make sure that they're taken care of. Every account who has a problem is being audited.
Do you have a phone number I can get ahold of you?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you.
908-692-0593.
0593?
Yes, sir.
Everybody who's shown is in arrears is being audited.
Okay.
Our auditor is going to the beginning and working till the end.
But, I mean, to me, this has been going on since 2015. I don't know how far that the investigation has gone back, but this has started occurring to me since 2015. In the fall of 2015, when I got my notice from Lopatcong that told me I was in arrears with my taxes and the next steps we're going to take. I've gotten two or three notices from you guys on my tax situation. And I'm in here the first of every month. And I figured maybe it's because I don't have it taken out of my mortgage. I don't know. But I
Shouldn't
paid.
matter. No, shouldn't matter.
But, I mean, I think 4 years is a little much.
But hopefully you can appreciate our stance. Legally, we can't say anything.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just very frustrated with it.
And we will-
And then I was assured last week that was taken care of. I look on the website tonight, and it's a completely different number than it was May 1st.
We'll have our auditor and our attorney take a look at it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's my father.
Can let Mrs. Trent finish? Are you, this your father-in-law?
That's my
Can you
father-in-law.
come up, sir?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
How far does this misrepresentation go as far as her records are concerned to the public? I mean, this is now publicized, and you have misrepresented her. I mean, is there any
We
Equity here?
misrepresented who?
my daughter-in-law?
All I can say is that there's no question there's issues that we're addressing, And every account that's shown as in arrears is being audited. They come to the top of the pile.
Okay, but my question now is, that's misrepresentation on your part. When you publicize this, is there any equity in this?
I don't follow this.
Well, I mean, she has been qualified now as somebody who doesn't pay her taxes, okay? Now, does this ruin her credit? Does this, attach to her credit score?
No,
No, we don't report anything to a credit
You don't?
bureau.
no,
Okay. Is there any kind of negative
no.
results from this at all?
I can't see.
No,
Well,
nothing that will impact your personal life in any way.
Other than nothing else at all.
okay.
Okay?
I guess it's okay. I mean, because, it seems to me
Nothing
like,
is reported to any credit agency, like a regular credit score, like a credit card or a mortgage, that if you're late, it gets reported.
Right, I understand.
It's not like that.
I understand that, but I mean, if someone went back and looked at her tax history, will that be,
Tax history is going to be corrected.
okay.
And if you would ever need a letter from us, we can explain it down the road, I'm sure.
Okay, why wouldn't you do that right up front?
Because we can't by law.
You can't.
Well, we need the audit.
You need the audit.
We have to reconcile everything. And we've been doing this account by account. And,
Okay. I mean, what you
yeah,
can't,
I mean, from what you've told me, you should be on the list already. That's why I said we'll get back to you tomorrow.
you couldn't give her a letter that says, for 4 or 5 years, this has been misrepresented, and it has...
When her account is reconciled, we can give you whatever you want.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Now, we give it from our auditor. I mean, if that, it can come from our auditor.
Well, from wherever, but it's got to be official.
It'll be official. It'll be signed by a...
Yeah, it's got to be a letterhead,
Yeah, if you need that, we
Township or
can,
whatever.
our attorney's not here. I know no reason why we can't do that.
We're not gonna turn our back on you, trust us.
Okay? Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. Mr. Garino?
My question's just kind of simple. I don't know where the hell I stand as far as everything's going on. Katrina kind of explained it to me on her way out, saying I was credited for 2 quarters
Okay.
of my taxes, but it kind of gets a little confusing when I have receipts for different months, but she said, different quarters, but she said it goes all back to, I guess, where it started.
You say you have receipts for 2 quarters, 2 quarters of what year?
I have receipts for a couple quarters, or, excuse me,
We
for,
passed a resolution last
oops,
time.
sorry. Yeah, she said they did it last time.
Receipt.
But I'm just wondering, why do they, sorry, I'm just trying to find the tax bill. All right, so I have receipts for the end of, there was a question by Katrina or actually by the auditor, I think, if I would have paid a payment on December 31st.
Okay.
So the answer is yeah, because I have a check from December 31st, but it's not the year that he's talking about. I paid in 2014 for the first quarter of 2015, I'm assuming. So I got a little proof like that, and then I got a couple of receipts from 2016. And I really don't know where I'm at, to be honest with you. I don't know where you guys have me at as far as...
When's the last time you've talked to either our attorney or our accountant? And they both been in contact with
earlier
folks.
today. That's the accountant. I just talked to her on the way. I mean, the attorney. I talked to her on the way out, and just briefly called me a troublemaker for putting it on Facebook tonight, and which I think people should know what's going on, and a lot of people don't know still. And
Well, on the personnel side, we can't talk, and I don't know how.
I'm not trying to mention names, and I didn't mention anybody's name on Facebook because she's.
You know what's going on there, and
I still don't want to believe it's her. Most likely yes.
As far as the mechanics to straighten out your account, trust me, they're working very hard at it.
Right. And then Jen wanted to give me a letter today that I can give to, because I got another letter from my mortgage company just the other day saying that my taxes were overdue. I believe for the first quarter of 2018. Now, I haven't received happen to have a receipt for that quarter. Why, and that letter was kind of like a generic letter. Why can't that letter say that Mr. Guarino has a receipt here and his taxes were paid for that quarter? This way, this is not being hauled over my head by my mortgage company, and the next quarter, I'm probably going to get another late payment. You know, as you can imagine, we're all kind of frustrated and all kind of
Danielle, our
tired and stressed.
tax collector that's filling in, spoke with Katrina, and there was a few people who had some correspondence from the mortgage company, and so they were able to put a letter together to inform the insurance, or the mortgage companies that, you know, we're working, you know,
Basically says something's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
but they're
basic letter, a
investigating.
general statement to say, you know, that, you know, we're having some issues here in the township, and that we're working on, you know, auditing the accounts. So, Tony's looking for it to be a little bit more,
Specific to that.
specific to him and his issue, other than just something generic, which we can
Correct.
take a better look at that, you know, tomorrow.
Okay.
You have all his
Appreciate
information.
that. Yeah, you guys have the receipt and everything and on file. That's what I want to say. I have another receipt I got to show you guys for a sewer bill that came up today when I was in there talking with Jen. And, shoot. There was one more.
Tony, when did you start getting notification from your mortgage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I got the first one was last year, and that's an issue also. I don't know if you guys know, and I know Beth probably knows, and Jen, everybody. Chase Bank sent Lopatcong Township a check for $9,050 for whatever part of my tax payment. I don't know what quarters that covered or not, but that's a little lower than what my taxes were. They said they received a check back from Lopatcong Township. They didn't receive the actual date. Now, I'm not sure if the girl's correct or not. She told me they did not accept the Chase check back. Lopatcong Township had to send a check back with our letterhead here. There's no trace of it coming in from Chase, and there's no trace of it going out from us, Lopatcong. And there is a marking on, I guess, my property tax thing, something that Rachel put saying that there was something from, it's on the
There was
email.
a notation on your account.
There was a notation on my account about something like that. There's actually no amount found for that $9,050 check coming in or going out. And Chase, my mortgage company, is not really being too cooperative because they're saying that's kind of all kind of slip, I guess, between you and them. And been working on it for, I think, the last 20 days, almost 3 weeks. And I haven't gotten any paperwork from them. So, that letter right there would show that my 2017 tax payments were all paid up. Because why would you send that check back if not? And I also have a letter saying.
So you're saying that Chase Bank sent us, Lopatcong Township, a $9,050 check, and we sent it back?
Yeah, I got the check numbers from Lopatcong Township, and I got the check numbers that were sent out.
So your taxes are included in your mortgage?
No.
Oh, so you
I
pay
paid them
taxes
quarterly.
separate?
Yep. Yeah, in these last couple of years, I just started paying cash. I paid check mostly, and sometimes online through the bill pay thing. But I always came in, chatted up with our tax collector here, and paid that way. So I don't have all my receipts, so, you know, my eyes would kind of feel like I'm screwed. And I don't like that feeling when I know I paid.
I'd be curious as to why we sent a $9,050 check back.
Because my taxes were paid. I just sent it back.
Why would Chase send them a check?
Because according to Chase, my taxes weren't paid because on my statements.
This is before you started paying on your own?
No.
And they attached it to
I've
your
always paid
loan
on
or
my, I
your
always pay
mortgage.
quarterly.
Oh, you always-
Forever.
okay.
Yeah, because I'm on union, this whole thing. Anyway, because I guess someone notifies everybody's mortgage company saying that whether they're in arrears with their taxes. I don't know how that works. I don't know if Chase contacts you or Chase goes online and sees what everybody's property tax is, or, but somehow Chase was notified that I wasn't paying my taxes, just like Pam's mortgage company, I guess, and so was ours and everybody else's. they sent the letter and they said, hey, there's a check going out and this is your escrow account now and you're gonna owe this much more back on your on your thing. And I brought it to our tax collector. She said she would handle it and she handled it all right. And I do have a letter from them saying that it was handled. So that should be proof.
Or from
Chase.
Chase.
So that should be proof in my eyes that my 2017 taxes, and I'm not sure, I guess it was 2016, 17, or it was 2017, whatever it is, but in my eyes, that should be proof right there that they were paid. If you're sending me a letter saying it was all good and my escrow account was closed.
That's one of the tougher situations,
Yeah.
you know,
So-
that they're, you know, working on and trying to, you know, put the puzzle together.
It's, if you want to see, it's in here, one of these, the girls already have it, but
That's fine.
it's in here somewhere. I just don't like that feeling every day, having to know that, I don't know if I'm going to be in a screw for my taxes again.
Right.
Or I'm going to have to pay, or you guys are going to take care of it, because you know I'm here, you know I paid it. And the situation.
We're squaring them away one by one at this point, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I don't know the details of your particular account, but we have capable people walking through here, and we're going to be very reasonable.
Do we have John
about
looking into
this.
this?
Not just my property, then the sewer's a whole nother freaking mess.
Well, like I said, we had already passed one resolution.
Okay, yep.
But why only, I guess my question was, why only for 2 quarters and not for like all the quarters I have?
I'm not the attorney, so I can't answer as to why, or the auditor. I can just tell you that they're, you know, your account is still trying to be reconciled.
As the mayor says, one at a time, it's going to get reconciled and fixed.
Well, the part that scares me is that, sure, we had all that paperwork, so why only do the 2 when you know I have more receipts? So, yeah, I would think everything would get handled at once, not a little bit at a time, where it makes it a little more confusing for everybody.
We'll check in that.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir?
Do I need to explain my situation yet?
No, you have a resolution. Agenda.
Was yours sewer taxes, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Both?
Just tax.
Just tax, okay.
It's all tax.
I don't know, I heard about this meeting, I'm just, should I come up there, or?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sure, come on up.
I'm Karen Kozar, I live at 8 Hayes Way. I had gotten a letter from my mortgage company that my taxes were delinquent. I don't have an escrow account, my taxes are paid, you know, privately, myself. So I called the mortgage company and they couldn't, it was so new that the letter came that they didn't have any information about what quarter they were talking about. So I knew my first quarter check had been cashed, so I didn't kind of think anything of it. And then actually Mr. Greeno reached out to my husband and said that, hey, did you hear there was this tax problem? So I dug into a little bit deeper and found out that my check was received, but I didn't get full credit on my tax account for that check. I actually just checked the link tonight. There was a link that Mr. Greeno shared to check to see if your taxes are current, and it's not. What, I don't know, I'm just getting here. But then also, when I came down the other day, the store bill it didn't show any delinquency, but my payments weren't recorded correctly. Phil's printed out a statement for me. I'm still trying to get my checks from my bank because they're so old that they're not online anymore. But there was payments where she was like lumping quarters together or payments together and not paying in the same time period of when the payments were due. So my checks have all been cashed. I mean, I don't pay with cash, but I just still need to get the actual checks from my bank because from what she's recorded, it doesn't reconcile with what I've paid. That's new. I haven't got back to you yet. So that, and then I talked to my mortgage company the other day after I came down here and figured this all out. And I had my receipt for my second quarter taxes that I just paid, and then the first quarter of my cash check. I'm explaining to them on the phone for 45 minutes that, you know, what's going on. Like, I haven't had an escrow account in 15 years. I don't want an escrow account. it's just a very messy situation, because now I'm having to explain to people, like, that they don't believe this story, that, you know, something's going on in this town, and, you know, payments are not being recorded properly, and I just want to know, like, what's the timeline of when this is going to be resolved? Do you have any idea, or like how does it get resolved?
You know, it pains me to say. You heard the resolution tonight that
No, I just walked in like 5 minutes ago, so, sorry.
we made a motion to follow all the steps discussed with our attorney and our insurance carrier. And there's a number of things in motion. One, to speed up the reconciliation of, you know, the problems before us, and put in place some things to prevent this from happening again.
Just as like a homeowner and a taxpayer, like, I have 3 kids in college, I'm applying for loans for them, so I can't have a blemish on my credit because of somebody's
You won't.
You won't.
goings on.
You won't. I tell you, if there's a mistake here and you need,
We'll help
you know,
you
a
with it.
letter.
No, I
whatever
mean,
you-
right now it's okay. I mean, fortunately, I have all my documentation,
Yeah.
but
Right.
still, like, I don't want to have to pay, I don't want to have to go to an escrow account. I don't need to be forced into
You have some
something.
unnecessary stress, and unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you as to the timeframe. Figuring all this out, as Mr. Pryor said, we are, you know, certainly looking into it, as the lady in the back said, that, you know, this has been going on for 4 years. Give us credit for stopping it at this point. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
So, certainly not the way I wanted to start out my term as mayor, but it is what it is. And having been up here for a number of years along with these gentlemen, trust me when I tell you, we will straighten it out.
Okay.
And we will get everybody reconciled. Probably not in the time frame that you would like, but, you know, again, we will get it done.
Okay.
So, but I understand, you know, I've had people call, stop at the house. They're concerned about their credit ratings, they're concerned about a lot of things. And this is a new one. You got kids going to college, well, sure, you know. So, been through that, done that. I can't give you the reassurance that you want to hear that it'll be taken care of tomorrow, and you know, everybody's going to be going on their way. This is a very messy situation. And a lot of people talk. Some of what you hear may be true, some of what you hear may not be. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
all right. Anybody else?
So we owe Mrs. Trent a ball tomorrow, and
Yes.
and Tony as well? Is that where we are?
Yeah. We're already working on Tony's, Mrs. Trentwell.
And again, anybody who's shown as delinquent, those are all being given a full audit.
Nothing will happen, like, I won't be receiving letters in the mail like...
No, you're not going to go up for tax sale or anything
Okay.
till your
No.
account has been vetted.
That already happened.
I have a question. Are you going to rescind her name from that list?
I'm not sure, I'm unfamiliar with the list. What happened?
She's not on the list. You're not on the list
What
for
list you
tax
talking
sale,
about?
right?
What list?
Mrs. Trent?
No, no. But back in 2015, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, my name was put on, that's how I recognized it. I
At the
received
time
a
that they go
letter.
to tax sale, there is a list created for anybody who's delinquent in their tax or sewer, and they get a notification, and they have a chance to come in and reconcile, and if they don't, by law, the list has to be published. So...
Yeah, this is different circumstances. This is not something, you know.
No, but I'm just
Because it
answering the
affects my
questions.
taxes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was on it. I mean, I don't believe I am now. I
No.
haven't received anything, because I'm just finding out, you know, about my May, but prior years, you know, since 2015, I've had this problem.
But that $4,000 that you said you're in your arrears, where is that? That's on a list someplace. That's written down.
Our accounting system obviously shows properties in arrears.
Right.
And I'm saying no action will be taken on those properties until each one of those properties and accounts gets a full audit. And our auditor will go over that with you when, you know, when
That's
he's
clear.
finished.
Thank you.
Hold on to your receipts.
Is there anybody we should be talking to? Like, should we filing complaints against anybody, or just
No.
sit back and ride that?
It's unnerving.
Trust us.
Sue?
Trust you, we try to trust you. I hate to say it, but I mean, I've had trust in Lopatcong 2015, and this keeps happening.
Yeah, but this is the first time you came to see us, right?
No, no.
I
I
haven't
talked
seen you before.
to you guys, yes.
Yeah.
I've been to the mayor.
Yeah, well,
Not this man.
not this mayor.
The last mayor, and I told him that
Yeah.
there was something going on. I've been here 2015 twice, 2016 twice, 2017 once, and now twice for 2018. I told him there was something going on because I had my documentation, I showed everything, I said, this can't keep happening. And he says, oh, it's just a mistake, you know, it's just an oversight, she's overworked and busy. I said, it can't be. I said, there's just too much, it's too screwed. And, you know, he dismissed it, they smoothed it over for me, and I was fine with it, to be honest with you, because all I want to do is keep my taxes and not lose my house, even though I'm paying my taxes.
Yeah, well.
So, Lopatcong Township was aware.
Well, as you can see by-
Especially from me.
As you can see by the resolutions passed tonight on the different sewer accounts and whatnot, but we are looking into it. We are
Okay, and I understand that. but-
reconciling some things.
This council will take care of you, I promise you
I have
that.
faith in the crew.
Yeah, trust us.
Do you know how many people this is affected, or?
We don't. No. We don't. Obviously, it's not 5 or 6, so. Trust me, you know, from my end of things, there's a lot of things that need to be done in this township. I've been here my entire life, and I ran on the premise of, you know, trying to get some things done along with the council that we have up here. We're not what we were a couple of years ago. We're not up here arguing with each other. This is a problem that no mayor has encountered, or council for that matter.
Well, Mayor did encounter it.
So,
He chose not to act on it.
well, we've done that already.
Okay.
So, I'm sure the person that you saw before is not the person you're seeing now, so.
Oh, I understand that, but to say that no mayor did, I'm telling you, a mayor did encounter it, because I spoke to him on a couple occasions, and they chose to just tell me it was an oversight, she's so busy. Yeah, it might have been part of my problem, I didn't follow through, but
Yep.
when you come and show me that my taxes are zero, I'm happy. But when it keeps going and I keep coming back, that should have set some kind of flag.
You assume that we are hiring people that you can trust.
I'm gonna say,
So,
she's a jackass.
anyone else?
How do we get the details on the resolutions passed?
I'll give you the resolution.
Yeah. Yep.
This will get fixed. Can't give you a timeline.
I wish.
Now, let me just ask you one other question. We're thinking about selling our house. Now, if we sell our house, that's going to come up. Will it affect me in that way?
This is why a letter will be very important to you,
Okay.
okay? When the time comes.
Anyone else? Questions, comments?
How much does this cost this township? I don't want to ask,
Yes, the insurance policy.
Okay, good.
That's a very good question.
I mean, because ultimately, if the taxes are not, the money is not here, then we short that, then you have to pay to, rectify this, so.
I think what my resolution was, we're working with the insurance company.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we have insurance, obviously.
So it won't cost taxpayers any money.
Mind if our insurance rates go up?
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that.
Listen, it's really not a laughing matter, and we're obviously, as I said, we've corrected, this is what, the third meeting we've corrected some accounts? Second or third? So,
How do I get on that list of resolutions for the next meeting? From dealing with the girls in the office, like trading this out?
I think we probably, once John's happy with where we're...
I'm going to be meeting with the auditor next week, the attorney and I, so we'll be sitting down, reviewing,
God bless.
Thank you.
the problems.
Today we figured my sewer bill was wrong, and I got the receipts of that.
Okay.
Also figured that.
Yeah, well, it'd be good if you bring them in and we'll make copies.
But do you need like the records from like our cancel checks or that kind of thing to rectify this?
The front and the back,
Okay.
especially the back that shows that it was deposited.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, keep all your records. It's also affected our bank. I mean, not that it means it, yeah. I know Allison over there went through a ton of stuff just to try and rectify things on there and make sure everything was in line, so. It's affected a lot of people.
But even like, it's like, actually on my check with me now, so even though it says it's deposited or whatever, but it wasn't credited properly, how do you, how does that work?
We can go back in and work in our software program, so we can go back in and straighten that out.
Okay.
If nobody else has any questions or comments, I'll have a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, folks.